We've all been there, haven't we? You're sitting in a cozy coffee shop surrounded by the comforting hum of chatter and the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee. It's one of those perfect moments where everything feels just right. You're at the coffee shop, and your friend says with a sheepish grin, "Oh, can you spot me? I forgot my wallet." You chuckle, thinking it's no big deal. After all, it's just a few bucks, right? You, being the amazing friend you are, whip out your card without a second thought. It's what friends do, after all. You pay for their coffee, and the conversation continues as if nothing happened. Fast forward a few weeks, or months, let's be honest, and that loan has vanished into the abyss of your friend's selective memory. It's almost as if the event never took place. It's like a weird magic trick. One moment, your money is there, and the next, it's gone, along with any recollection your friend ever borrowed it in the first place. You hand over your hard-earned cash, and poof, it disappears, without memory from your supposed friend. It's as if your generosity has been erased from the timeline. You start to question your own sanity. Did this really happen? Did I imagine the whole thing? You replay the scene in your mind, trying to find any clue that might explain the mystery. Did this really happen? Did I imagine the whole thing? You wonder if you're the one with the faulty memory. Maybe you just dreamed it up, or perhaps you're confusing it with another time. The struggle is real, my friends. We've all been there, feeling the frustration of being forgotten. It's a universal experience that binds us together in a strange, exasperating way. But fear not, for we're about to dive deep into the world of that one friend who never pays you back. We'll explore the quirks, the excuses, and the unspoken rules of this all-too-familiar scenario, and we'll proffer tips to managing them. So sit back, relax, and get ready as we unravel the art of selective memory. Like and share this video, and kindly subscribe to this channel to enable us create more relevant contents for you. This friend is a master of procrastination. They have an uncanny ability to put things off until the very last minute, and sometimes even beyond that. It's not that they don't want to pay you back, it's just that they always seem to find something else to do first. They have every intention of paying you back someday. In their mind, they've already done it 1,000 times. They might even have a detailed plan on how they're going to do it, but somehow, it never quite materializes. They might even set reminders on their phone that they'll promptly ignore. The reminders pop up, they glance at them, and then they go back to whatever they were doing, promising themselves they'll get to it later. But somehow, something always comes up. A new video game, a binge-worthy TV series, or even a spontaneous road trip. They get caught up in the excitement of the moment and forget all about their promise to you. A sale at their favorite store, you name it. They find themselves irresistibly drawn to these distractions, and before they know it, another week has gone by without them paying you back. You might get a casual, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot, I'll Venmo you right now," followed by deafening silence. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. You send them gentle reminders and they respond with heartfelt apologies and renewed promises. But the cycle continues. You start to wonder if they've moved to a remote island with no internet access, and a very comfortable lifestyle, funded by your forgotten loans. You imagine them lounging on a beach, sipping a cocktail, completely oblivious to the fact that they still owe you money. And yet, despite all this, you can't help but laugh because deep down, you know they'll eventually come through. After all, they always do, just on their own time. Ah, the eternal dilemma. Do you swallow your pride in the cost of that extra latte, or do you confront your friend? On the one hand, you don't want to befriend the one who nickel and dimes. On the other hand, that's your hard-earned money. Maybe you need it for rent or groceries, or maybe you just want to treat yourself to something nice without feeling guilty. It's a tough call, and there's no easy answer. When a loan feels like a donation, sometimes you just have to accept defeat. You realize that asking for the money back is more trouble than it's worth. So you mentally recategorize the loan as a gift. Hey, at least you can write it off as a charitable donation on your taxes, right? It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's also a strangely liberating feeling. You've accepted the situation for what it is, and you can move on with your life and your finances without the constant reminder of that unpaid debt. Friendship, supposedly priceless, right? Here's the thing. True friendship shouldn't be about keeping score. If a friend is going through a rough patch and genuinely needs help, lending them money without expecting anything in return is a kind and generous gesture. But there's a difference between genuine need and a chronic case of I forgot my wallet-itis. If your friend is constantly borrowing money without any intention of paying it back, it might be time to reassess the situation. Navigating the money minefield. Money can be a tricky subject, especially when it comes to friends. It's like walking through a minefield, where one wrong step can lead to an explosion of emotions and strained relationships. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate this complex terrain. So how do you deal with that one friend who always seems to be in need of a loan? You know the one. They never seem to have enough money and always turn to you for help. It can be a delicate situation, but there are ways to handle it without damaging your friendship. It's a delicate dance, but here are a few tips. 1. Set boundaries. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial. Decide upfront how much you're comfortable lending and stick to it. This way, you won't find yourself in a position where you're giving more than you can afford. Decide upfront how much you're comfortable lending and stick to it. Communicate this clearly to your friend so there are no misunderstandings. It's important to be firm but kind when setting these boundaries. Remember, no is a complete sentence. 2. Friendly reminders. If your friend has borrowed money and hasn't paid it back, it's okay to remind them. A gentle nudge can go a long way in ensuring they don't forget their obligation. If it's been a while, a casual, "Hey, just wanted to remind you about that money you borrowed," can do wonders. It doesn't have to be confrontational, just a simple reminder can often be enough to prompt them to repay you. 3. Consider it a gift. Sometimes it's easier and less stressful to mentally write off the loan as a gift. This way, you won't be constantly worrying about when or if you'll get your money back. It can also help preserve the friendship. As mentioned earlier, sometimes it's easier and less stressful to mentally write it off. 4. Talk it out. If the situation is really bothering you, have an honest but kind conversation with your friend. Let them know how you feel and why it's important for them to repay the loan. If the situation is bothering you, have an honest but kind conversation with your friend. Communication is key in any relationship, and addressing the issue head-on can often lead to a resolution that works for both parties. Remember, the goal is to maintain the friendship while also protecting your financial well-being. Living your best life, one Venmo request at a time. At the end of the day, life is too short to stress about unpaid debts, especially from friends. Learn to laugh about it, set some healthy boundaries, and focus on the things that truly matter. Good friends, good times, and good financial health. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a very important Venmo request to send. Like, comment and subscribe if you ever have a history with such friends. See you on the next video. Cheers!